Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hold it, finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
With the catch, it's Diaz. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it out. It's Poe. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a fourth down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good.
He's got it for a big play. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On the snap, it's Reed. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The run to the right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. And he's in for the touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air. It's Reed. It's complete to the left. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Got room at the 35. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Delgado. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That pass is incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There he goes! And he will house it! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone. It's Poe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy over.
Looking to convert. They'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Reed. And he's got a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got more. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Let's go! Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
It's a seam wide open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but they are in business in the red zone.
That's a first down for the offense.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle. It's Delgado.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Quarterback will keep it. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Reed. He's going to let it go. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Here he goes. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The kick is on its way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he's got a touchdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just boom.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Wide out trying to get it in. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Reed. And he's got it in the end zone.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll try the run. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Second down.
Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 6 over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes.
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Back open in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Wants to go up top. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. 8th play of the drive, and they have to convert 3rd and 8 to keep it going. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's the fake and a little shuffle. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.